Oz ordered his people to carry the balloon out to the front of the palace, and once there, the people gazed upon it with much curiosity. The Tin Man had chopped a big pile of wood, and now he made a fire of it, and Oz held the bottom of the balloon over the fire so that the hot air that arose from it would be caught in the silken bag. Gradually, the balloon swelled and rose into the air until finally the basket just touched the ground. Then Oz got into the basket and said to all the people in a loud voice, "I am now going away to make a visit. While I am gone, the Scarecrow will rule over you. I command you to obey him as you would me." The balloon was by this time pulling hard at the rope that held it to the ground, for the air within it was hot, and this made it so much lighter in weight than the air outside of it that it wanted to rise into the sky. "Come, Dorothy!" cried the wizard. "Hurry up, or the balloon will fly away." "I can't find Toto anywhere," replied Dorothy, who did not wish to leave her little dog behind. Toto had run into the crowd to bark at a kitten, and Dorothy at last found him. She picked him up and ran towards the balloon. She was within a few steps of it, and Oz was holding out his hands to help her into the basket when, crack, went the ropes, and the balloon rose into the air without her. "Come back!" she screamed. "I want to go too." "I can't come back, my dear," called Oz from the basket. "Goodbye!" "Goodbye!" shouted everyone, and all eyes were turned upward to where the wizard was riding in the basket, rising every moment farther and farther into the sky. And that was the last any of them ever saw of Oz, the wonderful wizard, though he may have reached Omaha safely and be there now, for all we know. But the people remembered him lovingly and said to one another, "Oz was always our friend. When he was here, he built for us this beautiful Emerald City, and now he is gone. He has left the wise Scarecrow to rule over us." Still, for many days they grieved over the loss of the wonderful wizard, and would not be comforted. Chapter 18. Away to the South. Dorothy wept bitterly at the passing of her hope to get home to Kansas again. But when she thought it all over, she was glad she had not gone up in a balloon, and she also felt sorry at losing Oz, and so did her companions. The Tin Man came to her and said, "Truly, I would be most ungrateful if I failed to mourn for the man who gave me my lovely heart. I wish to cry a little because Oz is gone. Dorothy, if you will kindly wipe away my tears, please. That way I will not rust." "With pleasure," she answered, and brought a towel at once. Then the Tin Man wept for several minutes, and she watched the tears carefully and wiped them away with the towel. When he had finished, he thanked her kindly and oiled himself thoroughly with his bejeweled oil can to guard against mishap.